Hi everybody, this is Rosa Sharon, and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched Hilda, Season 2, and it was far darker than the original. The opening sequence was more detailed, and the animation was smoother, and it had everything that we could possibly want and more, but the cliffhanger, oh my gosh, that cliffhanger. I am still reeling over the cliffhanger, and I need a season 3, and I need it now. I needed it yesterday. But one thing I really enjoyed about the season in and of itself was the introduction of new characters, and it had definitely a darker tone. It was more ominous, it was more foreboding, and honestly, I enjoyed that. And we get to see Hilda growing up and trying to find a place to belong in her coming of age, and it's very relatable to a lot of us, especially for those of us who might be considered a little bit of a misfit. I really savored the holiday episode. I thought that the Christmas episode was brilliant, and I absolutely adored it because it includes a holiday tradition that I am unfamiliar with, but given the fact that I recently watched John Solo's video on the Yule lads, I thought, oh, well, this is apropos. There are 13 of them, and actually there are more, but they always lower the number to 13, I think because 13 is obviously a number associated with ill fortune, and they are always causing some sort of mischief, and they're the 13 fellows that you can expect every night before Christmas. And their mother makes Krampus look like a complete and total saint or a lesser monster. Yeah, Krampus has nothing on Gilfer or Gilgar. I forget what her name is. Anyway, she's grotesque, and she takes all of the bad, naughty children and gathers them up, well, with the help of the Yule lads, and turns them into stew. And the worse that these little sniveling snot-nosed ingrates are, the better the stew tastes. And I thought, oh, how horrifying. Wonderful. But yeah, it's Elf on a Shelf Icelandic version. And it's very intriguing. They don't really go into too much of the lore. That they do a good job. It's extremely well done, and it was a very enjoyable episode. It was considerably darker than a lot of Christmas things I've seen, and I loved it. I just thought that it was very fascinating, and given that I have no Icelandic background, it was just enjoyable to watch, a real treat. And 13 episodes is far too few, and like I said, the cliffhanger just, oh my gosh, the cliffhanger, that was totally unexpected, and I was not prepared emotionally for that. But I should have known, given some of the things that Hilda was saying, that she was actually setting us up for that. But still, it caught me off guard. Nonetheless, I really enjoyed this season, and I'm looking forward to season 3. Hopefully it has been greenlit. We had to wait 2 years for Hilda season 2, so I mean, it was worth it. The animation was just absolutely splendid and smooth as butter. They had the original voice cast. You're introduced to some brand new characters, which were marvelous. I have a little bit of a theory about who Hilda's dad could be. I think we actually see him. I'm not going to say who I think is her father, but given the fact that her mother does some work that would suggest them working in tandem, it kind of makes me go, I think you're her dad. And I have no definitive proof of this, but it's just something I feel from observation and just deducing a little bit along the way. This is a magnificent series. It's one of my favorites, and it's different from anything else I've ever seen. And it definitely has Steven Universe meets Gravity Falls, more Gravity Falls than anything kind of vibe if it were a European produced show, because the characters themselves have accents and you can tell they sound British. But then again, you have that the Celtic lore and the Icelandic lore or Slavic lore and a lot of different types of mythologies that are intermingled, and it's just this wonderful potpourri of just fantastic storytelling. I can't say much more about Hilda other than if you're a fan of animation, watch it. If you've seen the first season, watch it. If you're as annoyed by the cliffhanger as I am and just wanting a season 3 yesterday, watch it anyway. It's very short. I binge watched it and it was glorious, but that's all I have to say. So until next time, live on and prosper. Ciao, Tutti.